Hey guys, welcome back to Gonk Gang. With the recent suspensions on Django and Triple Dark Raid, DJ, the met's kind of wide open at the moment. So I figured while it's sort of settling and tournaments are still going on, so no one really knows what the best decks are right now, I figured I'd try something a bit more casual. In honor of the new Andor season coming out, which by the way the first 3 episodes are out, and they're all pretty great, I decided why not bring them out. The deck is pretty simple. It's your basic, yellow red heroism space deck. You got all the best turn ones and all the pumps in the world, with a few waylays and open fires to get rid of any Concord Dawns that are blocking your way. There's actually quite a few new cards in here, so I decided to stick with the piloting mechanic. The new Han Solo is great because I've got both Falcons in the deck. Biggs is really good as a one-cost upgrade. And of course R2's there just as a free upgrade, because why not? Because a lot of our turn 1s are going to be double 1-drops with 2 attacks, so R2 helps it get to 3 attack, which allows us to trigger the Andor ability off of 1 attack. That's the gist of the deck. The sideboard is just kind of, I didn't really spend too much time on it, so let's just see what happens. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, by the way. We really appreciate it. I know everyone says it, but it does go a long way in helping us out. Turn 1, not too bad, so I guess we'll keep this. We've got a few options for turn 2 as well. Could always go Han Solo plus Wolfpack, but I think I might... that is pretty good. Just because of the Palpatine likely stealing something, we don't want to make a giant Falcon in this matchup. It's kind of an annoying one to play because he gets to soak up a lot of this indirect on that guy. Oh, that's even worse for us. Okay. So we'll go into the base for 3, and he gets the indirect, he gets the ramp. Unfortunately, he's had a really good start against us here. We'll have to see if we can swing it back around. I think I want to keep the waylay at this point, because we're going to need it. Alright, hit. And we'll do 4 to base with punch it. It'll be really good to get down Falcon plus Han Solo on the Falcon, so I'm going to resource this Y-Wing now. Okay, well he's got a lot of choices there, probably going to get rid of the Falcon, I assume. Oh no, Han Solo, okay. He's got 4 resources left, so he could just waylay the Falcon when that comes down. Let's just pilot this on. Scanning officer, okay. Get the Falcon down. What's good here, we can go 3 to base, we can deploy this and even draw a card with Cassian. Open fire is a good pickup. And Spec Force Soldier is actually quite good because there's a good chance he can put down a Sentinel here. So I'm actually going to resource this, and I will pay 1 to keep the Falcon going. Change a heart, okay. We'll go 3 to base. Two more. And I'll draw a card here just to see what I get. Surprise Strike's pretty good. I'll deploy Cassian. Go to base for 7, draw another card. It would have been nice to get a unit here. I'll put a unit down though, and then pass. This is kind of awkward. This turn is going to be the most important one here. I'm actually not going to resource anything. If he kills Cassian, then I'm 1 off killing him with the Spec Force, which really sucks. No, he hasn't got it. So we're breaking it into the base for 6. And GG's there. He had a great start against us, but I think he kind of stalled out a little bit. And the waylay on the traitorous unit was pretty much what sold it there, I think. So that was a good game. That wasn't exactly a pushover deck either, so I got the ability off for Andor a lot as well, so, you know, good example of what the deck's trying to do. Next up, this seems like a pretty awkward one as well. Got ourselves a Bosk Green. We have a lot of units that are low on health that he can just claim the bounty on, so that's gonna suck. I really don't want to have to play this unit, but next turn, when once again we've got the Y-Wing into high hand on the Y-Wing plus Wolfpack, but we can always just go with Y-Wing into Cassian, and then resource this. Maybe resource open fire as well, keep the hand for later. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. And we're going to get rid of this punch as well, because I actually want to keep the open fire thing. One thing I've noticed is that I definitely want 3 Han Solos. I've only got 2 in the moment, but it seems like such a strong card, especially with the amount of Falcons we have. Let's see what bounty's got. It's always tempting to like pass and make him do something, but if I pass and he claims, it's pretty bad for us because we're the aggro deck, so we pretty much have to deploy something. I mean, it's not a terrible idea, to be fair, to put Han on here just to give it plus 3 health and make it even harder to claim that bounty. Maybe I should have stuck with my gut there. I've still got an alternative. We can put Biggs on there plus A-Wing. Which I think I might do. There's a good chance though he's got something that to just remove this straight away, so I'm going to go in with the 1 plus 3, so 4 into base immediately, because he's got nowhere to put the indirect. Yeah, so if I put Biggs on there it wouldn't have mattered. So play the A-Wing. Not sure what he's got left to do. Okay, we might as well. If he's got a way to kill it, it's going to feel so bad, but it's not the end of the world, I suppose. Give that fireball. Yep. Let's get Falcon down. And we've got the Han Solo for this next time, so if we need to, we can use the shoot first ability on it. He didn't deploy Bosk here. It's pretty interesting. So yeah, we can go Han Solo plus red 3 this turn, which is pretty strong. Now, does he have Traitorous is the question. I doubt it. So let's just go in for 6. It is really going to suck for us. Obviously, because we're only doing best of 1s, I can't, you know, put the disabling Fang fighters into the main to deal with the traitors. And then we will deploy red 3. I wonder what he's waiting on. Could be some type of removal he's waiting on. Oh, he claimed? Didn't play anything for 6? That's pretty big for us. Tempted to keep the red 3 because he's probably just going to kill this with the Kylo's tie, and red 3 is pretty good for when we flip Cassian. We also have a Cassian in the smuggle that we can play out. Okay, I'm just going to take the 6. Let's see what he's got. I'm tempted to play out the Cassian, draw a card, deploy Cassian, and attack and draw a card as well. There's 2 cards to draw. Okay, you got rid of the Vader already. Okay, that changes my plan then. I'm going to deploy red 3. I'll deploy Cassian. He's got Saboteur, so the Sentinel doesn't matter to me. Bosk does that. I'm going to go 4 to base, draw a card, and then I think I'm just going to open fire to kill the Bosk. Now, obviously, Cassian's going to die next turn, but this way, we get rid of the Bosk. So I don't have to worry about that double claim for the rest of the game. No point resourcing here, we can play all of that in one go. No, he's probably just going to kill Cassian. Okay. That's an interesting choice. Kind of breaking in with Cassian into the base for 6. Draw a card. He's got no resources left, no way to deal with this Falcon, so I think I will just pump it up and then attack him for 10. Well, this already kills him, so let's go in for 10. GG's there. Yeah, that was it was a scary game because we have a lot of stuff you can just claim the bounties on, but managing to make the one giant Falcon was good enough for us. Even removed most of our early stuff, so we didn't have much damage going in. So did pretty well there. Okay, this one I can feel like a stuck record here, but this one might be tough as well. And they've got a lot of aggro this time, though, is the main worry. They potentially are faster than us here. We might as well keep this, not going to get greedy. One thing that is funny is that Cassian has Saboteur, so that might come up if he plays something with shield that I need to remove. I mean, obviously, its main use is to keep it in the base and ignoring any sentinels, but you never know in this matchup. Definitely get rid of that, and I'm tempted to keep this for an ambush later, but I'll get rid of it. We're probably just doing this turn. Okay, he's got the perfect start. That is insanely worrying. Okay, for the 3rd time in a row, we can do Han Solo plus Wolfpack. Which honestly I'm going to do here because I think I need all that extra damage right away. It's 5 to base. I'm going to play this Wolfpack. Okay. He's got no tokens to steal. Oh, that is an awkward hand if I've ever seen one. Right, we might need the breaking in over the punch-its. So I'm tempted to trade the Wolfpack in for this shuttle. I think I'm going to. We'll see if that's the right choice. I do want to punch it with this into base and then draw a card with Cassian. That'd be nice. I'm really scared if he's got something to kill this. He can't take down it though. He can't fell the dragon it, so I don't think he should have anything. Go 7 to base. Let's draw ourselves a card. Okay. Another Han Solo. We probably won't need that. Okay, we're going to breaking in. I'm going to hit the base for 7 here. That's an Iden. I'm going to play out an A-Wing. We probably play out the Wolfpack as well. He's going all to base, is quite interesting. I'm tempted to draw to try and get more pump instead then. See what we get. Open fire. That kind of sucks. But hopefully that's pushed us closer to the pump. Nope. Unfortunately, I think we just lose it because he just hits for 6, so I can go to base, but it doesn't matter. GG's. Yeah, like I said, that matchup's quite tough. Quite tough. Okay, for our final game here, we got a more interesting one here in Dooku Yellow, which they lost triple Dark Raid, which is a pretty big hit, but I know a lot of people are still trying it out and quite enjoying it. So I want to see what they're capable of. I have no clue. So look at this. 4th game in a row. We have turn 1 and then turn 2 Han Solo plus a 1-drop. I don't know how we keep getting it. It does mean we have to resource probably the Waylay. I don't know what kind of Sentinels he's got, so I'm going to get rid of this because I'm going to want to play the Cartel next turn. Okay. Ooh, okay. They got quite a good start here. A lot of exploit fodder. They're probably going to play Invincible right away. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, we'll just start with the falcon then. He is going to probably exploit this TIE fighter, so I'm going to kill it off. I don't want him getting out anything that is too strong for us. This is all pretty good. I think I'm going to resource this, punch it. I'm going to pay 1 to keep this out. It's going to 1 ping, that's fine. We're going to put Han Solo pilot on. Go into the base for 5 here. Play out that cartel turncoat. I think I kind of want to keep the pumps at this point, because we've got another falcon to play out if we need it. But I am tempted to... You know what? No, that's too risky. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to get rid of a falcon. That might come back to bite us here. OB is pretty great. Can just straight out kill the falcon. Immediate punish for resourcing the falcon. So we will surprise strike into the base for 5. Is he going to trade? Okay. He will die at the end of the round with that guy. I'm going to put down the Y-Wing. But to be honest, I wouldn't have been able to play the falcon that I resourced anyway. I would not have had the resources because I had to play the pump. I think right now I'm after more units more than upgrades right now, because I am low. Do I have a Cassian? I do not yet. Okay. Invisible hand, that's his whole turn done for this. Ah, yeah. I forgot this is sort of the Dooku cheese that's going on. I really like this play. It's such a fun thing to do. This card is one of the best ones they've added. It's so fun. Okay. So we're going to go into the base for 3, so we get the immediate Cassian plus the 3 indirect, which I imagine they're just going to put in the R2 or something. Yeah. I'm going to draw a card here. Okay. Play the wolf pack. I mean, I might as well, I suppose. Just going to go to base for 4 and draw a card. Okay. Waylay might be good here. We're getting to the point where this sort of stuff is not that important, but we're not going to resource anyway. Another OB probably just wins them the game and we can't do anything. That's why villain green in particular is really tough for us. Yellow is also pretty bad for us, to be fair, with a lot of waylays, but it doesn't seem to have mattered yet. So he gets... that does not matter at all to us, because I have got Saboteur. So I'm going to go to base for Cassian first, because I might be able to draw a surprise strike. Nope. Attacks into Cassian. Go in for the 1. He has to kill one of these 2 units or just take 1 to base. He's going all to base. Apart from 1, okay. I know he wants to leave this past 1 health left so that I can't kill it with this Y-Wing. I'll just play the Falcon. I believe Dooku deploys, doesn't he? Yeah. So Dooku's going to kill Cassian. A frozen in carbonite. That's fine, we can just return it to hand at the end. Gonna play out a whole bunch of units. And claim. Now, drawing a pump here would be absolutely perfect. But my real fear is that he has... That's pretty good. Yeah, my real fear is that he's gonna draw another OB now. That is the real scare. So we're not going to keep Falcon out, obviously. There's no point. Just going to return it to hand. But we now have 2 threats that I can potentially just play out, and he's nowhere near lethal. So we can sort of take our time here. I'm going to go with the punch it with the Y-Wing. That way he has to put the indirect somewhere. And he's probably just going to put it all on Invincible, which is nice. Putting it on Count Dooku is pretty good as well. I have the Waylay, but he has too many things that it doesn't... Okay. That's an interesting choice. We'll just go into base with 2. He's got 1 health. I've got Falcon ready to go. I've also got Cassian. Now Cassian will kill Dooku. But I can now just play Waylay on Invincible. And then unless he's got something that he can play in space for 5 that can kill the Falcon, maybe a Sentinel, or maybe he's got removal for my Falcon, this should just win it. See what he's got. He's playing it out for the full 5. So yeah, he can't do anything to this. He can attack and get the exploit, but it's not going to matter. That's GG. That was a really good game. It was a very close one. If I didn't win this turn, it's pretty much over because the amount of damage you can put out. But once again, Falcon from set 1 proven to be one of the best cards ever printed. Final thoughts on the deck? I don't know. It's pretty great. It's kind of carried by all the cards in the deck. Like I'm not gonna lie, if you were playing Sabine, you'd probably do way better than this. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is a fun one to bring to your locals or something. Just have a good time. I will mention that, like I said, I think I'd probably put 3 Han Solos in the deck instead of 2. Just because it's so strong. I mean, we got it in all 4 games anyway, even though we only had the 2, which was crazy. But the amount of power, I mean, you didn't see me use it as a removal tool, but it is really good at killing Sentinels that way. So yeah, the deck might not be perfect, but you know, it's pretty good. Let me know in the comments if you have any changes you might want to make to this. Don't really play much heroism, so there's probably a few cards that I've missed. And guess I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you around.